Hey, Mom.
Hey, Fal.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Keep Your Cookie.
We are a mother-daughter duo. We will talk about everything from the Bible to masturbation.
Yeah, and orgasms. Oh, my goodness.
We are so excited today. Today is a Man-splation moment.
We have two very special guests on the podcast.
The men who are the most important in our lives. Hi, Dad.
Hey there.
Hi, Ro.
Hey, Mom.
All right. So we have my husband.
My brother.
Yes. And we're going to have a candid conversation, as always, on some goodies, some good topics. But we'll hear it straight from the man's mouth, which is the power of the Man-splation moment. So, we ready?
Are you excited, bro?
Something like that.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's safe. It's fun. We're probably going to hear some things that we've never heard before, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. All right. So you want to go first, Falyn?
You ready, Dad?
Yeah, I mean, seriously though, but thanks for having us. We know y'all been working on this for a while, so, excited to dive in and find out what Keep Your Cookie is all about.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do
That's
it.
cute. Okay, so question one. This is going to go to you, Dad. How did you know that Mom was the one?
He's on the spot. He's on the spot.
You just don't even... If you tell this story, and I've told it a lot, you would never believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important for our VIPs to hear it because we see these things like romanticized on movies, right? And it's like, is it really real? Do men really have these feelings? And so
It's a real rom-com.
yeah, it's sometimes, yeah.
And you grow up in, and I can't speak for everybody, but I grew up, Disney. I grew up,
Oh, he's so emotional.
It's all right. You want to be the prince.
Oh, Dad.
You grow up.
Oh, I'm giving my hubby a smoochie right now.
Oh, Dad.
Not expecting this.
So cute.
It's okay. It's like we all grow up as guys being tough guys, but I grew up thinking I was going to defend honor. I wanted to be a knight.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of this fairy tale guy can save the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Wow, do you hear this, ladies? Like the men actually have that same dynamic going on. We'd never thought that. Oh, but Roman is going to weigh in a minute.
We're
Okay.
gonna let the moment. We're gonna take the moment, though.
Yeah.
you have
Been there yet.
you have to be able to believe that you're going to be that for someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to know that you can save someone, and sometimes, I remember early in my dating life, I stopped dating people that didn't need saving.
Ooh, wait a second. I stopped dating people that didn't need saving. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean, Dad?
You weren't vulnerable.
Wow.
That's real.
That's real?
That's real.
So where the woman was not vulnerable?
It's like, if you I grew up watching, my first movie that I grew up was Excalibur.
Okay.
So King Arthur,
Okay.
we fought demons, we fought battles, we got the girl, we literally became the king.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an adult version. I probably was way too young to see it. I remember I got in trouble because my best
Sorry,
friend,
Grandma.
one of my best friends, moms took us to the thing, and we all got in trouble because we were all like 8 to 10, and it was a rated R movie.
Okay.
But it was where the guy got the girl, and you jousted and you defended honor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how I grew up. And since I was a little kid, you just wanted to believe that that woman was out there, and that's what you prayed for. It was like, I want to meet this person. So you asked me, how did I know? I'd been praying and thinking about your mom my whole life. I had pictures on my wall, and it was Vanity, it was Apollonia.
Which I look nothing like. I look nothing like.
Because what you fall for has nothing to do with the idea that you grow up thinking.
Or you create in your mind.
I grew up, during a time when, the prettiest girls were always in the music videos and all this other stuff. So there were things that you saw that were attractive, but any girl that was in that movie or in that video like that, she wasn't the one, you know. So it was, I'm on a date with my roommate playing wingman on for someplace I didn't want to be. Your mom walks in, date was over. Called the waitress over.
I actually thought he was a trip, but that's a whole nother episode. We should dedicate an episode to that because your father was staring at me while he was at a table on a date. He says he was the wingman, so we'll go with that, ladies, for now.
You can call him; he'll tell you.
Yeah. This is the story. But he was staring at me, and I thought, look at him, right? Like, I actually thought jerk in my head, to be honest, right? So here he is, he's out on a date. And yes, he left the table to come over to talk to me. So
and I never went back.
I never went back to the table. So that
was it.
Okay.
So it's just something that is completely all-consuming.
So it's a feeling. It's a feeling, or
it's just
a culmination of prayer, a feeling, confirmation.
You can't even put your finger on it. You just know.
Literally, it was the moment she walked in, and every guy says, because we tell our friends, she could be the one, she could be the one, she could be the one, she could be the one.
So wait a second. Men have this conversation, so you call people, right? Because again, we have this perception that only women do this, right? Like as soon as we meet the guy, we start to dream about, is he the one? Some people even like think down the aisle, we've got kids, we're on vacation.
If a guy doesn't say that, he's full of crap.
Whoa! Really?
Wait, what?
Roman is having a heart attack over here.
You're full of crap.
We'll get the young person's perspective.
Because it's real. It's like nobody in their right mind wants to be in the dating game. Nobody in your right mind wants to go out, and this is gonna sound shallow, girls. Keep spending money to someone who you're really not gonna be with. It's just so every time you meet someone that you find attractive, in the back of your mind, is she the one? And if you have to ask yourself, is she the one? She ain't the one. Like, and there's a difference between, is she the one or
right now?
She's the one.
Wait. Say
There's
that
a
again.
difference between
is she the one, like the one right now? Or
is she the one?
Okay.
That's a whole different conversation. Is she the one right now?
Or is she the one right now?
No. There is no. They don't say is she the one right now.
One is a question, one is an action. Like he said, when you walked in, he's like, check please.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Okay, so Roman.
I know I've not ever been in love because of that reason. Like nothing has ever made me go, I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Like I need to go talk to her now.
Oh.
And it doesn't matter what she says no. Like, you're not taking no for an answer. Ask your friends. They thought I was absolutely out of my mind.
Yes.
My boys laughed at me.
Yeah.
They're like, you have no cool. I'm like, what's the point? Like if I don't get with this one, it's game over.
Oh.
Everything else after that will, like, if she ever I married anyone else and she came back in the life, I'm done. Like, because that's it.
I mean, you chased her for 2 years, and she said no, and then she finally came back around.
But you do see these rom-coms about stories like this, right? And they feel like almost sensationalized. So it's really interesting, like, and very impactful to hear it straight from you. Appreciate you, like, really going there. I see Roman feels like he, like, you agree? What's the younger man perspective? So again, put it in context.
The way Dad started his experience was how he grew up, the inputs that he had, the movies that he saw.
And you're in a very different place.
The guy gets the girl.
Yeah.
We still have that narrative, but now girl is now girls.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So I'm what I would call a special case because I've always been more so a hopeless romantic just because of the example I have in my own house. Like, I grew up, I'm like, I don't see very many other kids with strong 2-parent homes, for good or for bad, like, through thick and thin, like, the parents are rocking with each other. And...
Ooh, sometimes it can be a little rocky, too, but, yeah.
But rocky or not...
We'll come back to that for that reason a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but rocky or not, I just didn't see very much of that.
Yeah.
And I saw when I was younger, like I saw a lot of people going through very shallow, like little 2-week relationships. So I'm like, okay, that's nothing. But when you get to high school, like a lot of guys, like I literally blame that as the whole entire reason why I lost my virginity, because he talked about it almost like as a competition.
Yeah.
It's like, how many could you get? How many could you pull? It was almost carnal.
Carnal.
Yeah, like there's no.
But some of that's hormonal, right? I mean,
Some
from
of it,
a
yes,
young man.
No, but guys do like they
I was
do
like,
no,
like
they
that-
do that dumb stuff.
I'm like, some of it, yes, is hormonal, but like it gets boosted.
Wow.
It gets boosted to a different level, like
Especially in a co-ed environment.
like yes, and it's what's worse is in any friend group you'll always have that one friend that just lost theirs way too soon.
Yeah,
like
it is
6th to
crazy.
8th grade. Within that time frame, like no one should be like, dude.
Yeah, that's horrible.
But we all have questions.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
So that aside, what was like?
Yeah.
Okay, then boom, another friend does. But I mean, we're in high school now. It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Then it becomes okay. Slowly, your friend group starts to topple. Now it becomes who can pull the oldest girl.
Oh. So it's really just about sex at this point. It's about conquering.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Right. No, that's true.
My first time, I never spoke to the girl again. Like I didn't end it badly or anything, but like I didn't care about her. Pure curiosity. Like my friends had talked about it, talked it up so much. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
You're tired of being out on the outside of the group.
Yeah.
That had knowledge.
That's why I said it's like
Which
it's a
happens
domino
on
effect.
both sides, right? Happens on both sides. I remember Falyn you
Yeah.
telling me the story.
I mean-
right, about the girl in college who came in as a virgin.
Well, she just had the wrong friend group,
There you
and she
go.
was hanging around girls who were having sex, and that was just what they did. Like they just had sex and met random guys, and it was like a thing. And so that's all she knew. And so they were like, "You still haven't had sex? You're still a virgin? What the hell?" Like, and just like talking about her like she was crazy for still being a virgin.
Yeah.
And so then she finally had sex, lost her virginity, and then like 2 weeks after that, they were like, "Yeah, we really don't like you like that." And she was like, and then she was
Because again,
like,
it's fresh, it's shallow.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Who said that? Her friend said that to her?
Yeah.
the friends that said that, they were like, "We don't really like you like that. Like that's great. Okay, you lost it, but like now, okay, like you can
Yeah,
leave."
there's no foundation. There's
And
nothing
she was
meaningful.
like, she hated it. She was like, it was awful, and it was just like a college, whatever.
But see-
And then she met myself and a couple other friends, and she was like, "Wait, you guys are still virgins?"
She
And
felt
we were
bad.
like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Where were you like 2 months ago?"
Right. Yeah.
And she can't get it back. And after that, like,
It's still
you get
amazing.
labeled the wrong group because you're with the wrong girls, and then
But it's still
But it's that
amazing
game,
how many
though.
of your friends have said, right, if they could do it over again, they would take it back. They wouldn't do it, right? Oh, and Roman raised his hand. You agree?
Likewise.
Yeah. Because when it's not rooted, it's designed to be special, right? It should be connected. It's designed by God to bind and tether a man and a woman together in marriage, right? It's supposed to have this amazing experience and connection, and we have just commoditized it.
what were you gonna say?
Bastardized it. Sorry, Ro, go ahead.
I was gonna say yes, I do regret it because it opens a different door. But I was gonna backtrack a little bit back to the conversation about the friend groups. The other thing I noticed is like our parents, like mom and dad in the podcast, they're older. A lot of my friends' parents were younger.
Okay. Are you trying to say we all know? What you trying to say?
No, I said you had your kids at the right time. A lot of their parents were younger. They were in like late 30s, early 40s, if that. And a lot of them are single parent homes. They're still trying to be out in the game.
Right.
You're saying when you were in high school?
So a
They're
lot
going
of
to be
and they're like a lot of my friends,
12, 15, 12.
Yeah, like a lot of my friends.
less than 20 years difference.
Exactly, and a lot of their dads are literally telling them, "Hey, this is how you do this.
Stop
this is
it."
How, I'm just
They walk
and they're those friends. They told us the same thing. Cause they're like, "Yo, this is what my dad said.
What?
This helped me get this shorty from over here." So it's not like it's shame.
Wow.
It's encouraged.
Yeah.
It's,
So we're gonna change the conversation.
it's very much like a father taking his son who's old enough to go hunt for the first time.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. But this is the power of
This
keep
is
your
how you
cookie.
catch and kill.
Oh my God.
This is how you catch and kill.
I cannot.
Now, my household is very different. So
Okay,
I had clashing things going on.
Yeah, you're clashing inputs.
But curiosity killed the cat, and
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I'm probably the wrong one to say this.
Okay.
But since y'all say this is right. Within the first 5 minutes that a woman meets you, she decides whether she will ever sleep with you.
Yeah. You've said that. I've heard you say that.
And it is the God's honest truth. Right? So,
Well, this is do you find him sexy, Falyn? Right? There's the question. Yeah.
And if the answer is
Yeah.
yes, you just need to wait your turn or wait your time.
Wait.
But see, I don't have that.
No.
you're talking about as a guy, right?
As a guy.
Yeah.
If the answer is no, move on. Because
Yeah.
someone else is gonna say, like, when you're in that, I'm just notching belts.
Yeah, I'm just conquering.
I'm just playing the game. For the girls, it's can we trick her? Can we make her? Because that's what your friends did down at school. They were all having sex, and then they found out that she wasn't a virgin, or she was a virgin.
So secretly, they probably made her she made them feel a little some type of way too. They need
Maybe
to convert her.
they won't admit it, but they were like,
She has to go in some capacity.
we need to now
Feel superior.
bring her down
Yeah, yeah,
because of our choices.
Yeah.
yeah.
And as soon as she was in the club,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Right? And for the guy, it's, we're not like, y'all worse. Y'all way worse.
In terms of peer pressure, what do you mean?
Yes. See, for guys, it's a game.
So it's not
It's not
emotional.
personal. We're not
No,
like
never.
when your friends did that to her.
Yeah, it was personal.
It was personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
but here's the thing, but to
it's-
take a woman's virginity, right? Like, it's just amazing to me how casual that can be because, as you said, you're in pursuit, you're conquering. There's no emotion that's connected to it.
Okay,
Oh, no,
Like,
so
we actually would expect that would make a
There's
pause.
some. There's some. Don't
It's fleeting. But
What?
so
That's interesting.
it's true.
Wait, okay.
So there's definitely some, because like I know I've had like a few friends whose first girlfriend,
Yeah.
they were both virgins, they lost it to each other, and that was like their first real long relationship, and they were with each other for forever,
Right.
like
Okay.
a long time, like.
Yes, because it
was-
does
it
what it's
does.
designed
It was
to
special.
do.
But you don't know
because
how
it was
deep
special.
But like what I would hear when she's in front of us when they're talking, and then when he's just talking with us,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh,
Wait. See, what's the difference?
There's like a.
You trying to figure out if you can say it?
No, he's not
I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it.
No, just say it. This is again, you're just talking.
There's some things that like you just don't say around girls. That's just like it takes it too far. That like even if it's not necessarily negative, it's not something that she would appreciate.
Because-
So it wasn't that when
So like he's just trying to get questions answered too. This is his first real relationship.
Okay.
And then you got the dudes with a whole bunch of bodies telling some, yeah, this is how you do this and that. And it's like, and then they start.
But it's not supposed to come. It's supposed to be your experiences together.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It's
they
between
don't do
one-on-one.
that.
Right.
The boys know everything.
I mean, the girls do too.
Nah.
Your bodies are way more complex.
Yeah.
Yes. So for us,
They're way more complex.
that's why there's also still a double standard. So for us, like we are genuinely trying to figure out how to do this better and better and keep getting better at it.
Okay.
Even if it's
Oh.
with the same person, like it's
And what is
How do I
what is the
improve my
definition of
skills?
getting better at it? Is that about your experience or about the woman's experience? Let's just go there. He said,
I'm one of the few that like with my times as I'm like I tried to get better.
You don't care?
I do feel like I say I did get better in some respect, but like it's never a priority.
oh my gosh. All right, ladies. Wait. So here,
You don't even like the person. You don't
Here-
like the person. You don't care about the person.
So wait.
If I like the person, I would do it.
So as a woman, time out.
Wait. She say
I don't know if I can go there with him. But
Different generation.
Go. Okay, what was your point?
I said if I like her, I will make an effort.
Wow.
Like it is.
So
I've
for
been
the
in-
women who are listening, if there is no cue or conversation about your experience, if there's no interest in your pleasure, in your you already know.
It's just
When
get it
as I'm
and
listening
go.
to you, you already know.
Well, here's the thing. I owe you nothing until a title is established. It is that code. It is that code. So unless you have unless we have both agreed, mutually agreed that, all right, you are my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend.
Yeah.
You claim me in front of everybody, I claim you in front of everybody. Everyone knows, no secrets, no none of that. Until that is established, I owe you nothing.
Wow. Okay.
The amount of possessiveness
But I
just
still-
came out of him.
And you can't get mad, get mad because
can't.
it's not. There's no exclusive rights that have been made. I'm still technically allowed to go seek and sleep with other women,
Yeah. No, I got it.
and you will probably get mad.
Well, think about what I
But-
told you.
Like,
What did you tell me? What did you tell me, babe?
Give me your book.
Oh yeah.
What?
Okay, so y'all cannot relate to this.
Like,
This is back in the
it's
day
basically-
when you
Oh,
had
the
a black
dating
It's
book.
like just delete all the numbers out your phone. It was
Okay.
like when you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's a
it
different-
is like you delete the hard drive, you delete everything.
Go hard drive. We're back in the 1990s.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm
That's
just
all
saying,
this is
it's like-
happening.
but you just need to understand it. Like,
Hard drive.
like,
That's crazy.
Like from this point forward, life exists,
Wow. Oh my gosh. So
and that's
beautiful.
and the thing that you guys don't understand is you expect us to be perfect. We expect you to be perfect. The reason that y'all hear us knock the dragon and fight where's Michael Buffer half the time? Let's get ready to rumble. I mean, it's like y'all got front row seats. There was no reason to go to Vegas.
You got popcorn?
We sit at the top of the stairs like, ooh,
Ooh.
yeah.
No, I remember Roman.
Hey, mom got a good shot in there.
I remember Roman in the back seat going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mom's gonna explode. There it goes. Boom. Right on cue.
But we may know it's you, and most of the times we know it's you before you know it's us.
Oh.
You gotta understand, like,
Because you
we
have
back
to
to
earn
the-
it.
the
You
life
have to
thing,
earn
like
it.
you gotta understand in the Bible, what came first,
The guy.
right? And then God made
Oh,
this.
Oh, so he chose. Oh, sorry.
So you're
Okay.
saying the guy chooses the girl before she chooses the guy?
Eve
Actually,
didn't choose
yeah,
Adam.
Eve didn't choose anybody, right? Eve was placed there,
So-
made out of his
So when
rib.
it comes, like like you said, how do you know?
Yeah.
It's literally like God, like here, like you could have walked past this person
At the
multiple
grocery store?
times. I'm quite sure I walked past your mom. I'm quite sure I did not see her.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, because I've grown up, believing about guardian angels, and I would lose. Y'all know I lose my keys and stuff, and they're right in front of me all the time. But when I was a little kid, there was this thing that if the guardian angel, because they like to have fun too.
Yeah.
And I believe it.
Yeah.
They put their hand on something that you're looking for. You can't see it,
Oh wow.
right? So it's kind of like the movie, the Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah.
Right? So all this stuff is happening behind the scenes, and all of a sudden, I see her now.
Okay, so all right, so this is a good pivot. We're gonna pivot. Let's go to. We have another important question. Don't be
After
scared.
the first one, I'm scared.
Don't be scared. All right, so when is it a good time to discuss we're not having sex, or that I'm a virgin? So, because Fal and I, we have this conversation. There are a couple podcast episodes about it, right?
My friends and I have this conversation with me because
Right. So I'm of the opinion that I don't think you should. It's not like a first date conversation.
Why don't we just let them?
Well, but I just want to share some perspective, right? But it's like allow them to
it's
get
blurry.
to know you. But
Yeah,
okay,
it's
so
blurry.
let's go. Let's go.
So
who's
no.
first? Who's
Okay,
first?
I will go first.
Okay, all right, go.
All right.
Okay, bro.
You need
go.
to say that off rip.
Off rip.
Off rip.
But
Explain.
how does it
I'm-
allow you to still be interested in getting to know the person and know that she's worth the wait?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Red light.
Red light,
You're driving.
right?
Red light.
Okay.
Before you get a car, they teach you the rules. Right?
I'm driving here.
Before you
Okay.
start to drive, they teach you the rules.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you start driving and you've been driving,
And you've been
Okay.
driving, yes.
and you've been
Good
driving,
analogy,
Yeah.
Dad.
and all of a
Okay.
sudden, then they start to tell you what speed limits are, you ain't gonna want to drive. You can't enjoy the trip. You used to go on 100 mile an hour.
What?
Wow. No, I get his
Yeah,
analogy.
no, it makes perfect sense to me.
I get the
Right?
analogy.
Or if all of a sudden you put a stoplight, Like, but if you have stop signs and then there's starts and stops and right turns and left turns.
But
and
in
you
a
can-
relationship, when you're developing, right, we're getting to know each other. The problem that I have right now is sex is introduced so early and fast, particularly with these young people. Every movie, it's like we like each other. We go on the first date.
So
We
what are the
might make it
rules?
to the
just
second
saying,
date. Okay.
the problem that you're thinking is it's stealing your time. It's not. So it is very
God doesn't
normalized.
have it. God doesn't have a time.
You better say that, Dad. But go ahead.
God doesn't have. Okay, but
Okay,
that's, I get that. I
right,
understand.
So that's the problem. No, that's the problem with your generation. That's the problem with your generation.
Okay, well,
he doesn't
that
have a
aside, my generation is still gonna be my generation.
Okay, so-
They make that real clear.
And you will pay the price for being your generation.
Okay.
God
Trying
is
to
very
teach
clear.
these people how
Yeah.
to not go.
Okay.
through
So
that.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
Okay,
That
okay,
you
wait,
have
wait,
to-
wait,
Go
wait,
ahead,
wait.
Ro. Go ahead, Ro.
No, I'm not trying
I
to
lost
fight
track of
you.
what I was talking about.
No, you said from the rip that you got to
Okay.
put it out there.
So off rip. So to go on Dad's analogy, being a virgin is like that's a really important thing that you can't gloss over.
Okay.
Because you have pretty much every girl is fast nowadays if you say the right words.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Okay.
So
Every girl.
every girl.
After you say the right word.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Now you're fast. I mean,
Yes,
like
so
you just
even
accelerated.
for the girl who's like, no, I'm not about that. Some dudes have just the silver tongue
Yeah.
and the presence as well
Right, the presence. You're right, that right.
to make
Because we are all
to
about
make
the
these
flesh.
girls quiver where it counts.
Quiver where it counts. Okay,
So-
that is the one to keep.
Like-
Quiver where it counts. Did you get that, Falyn?
So
Quiver where it counts.
Okay.
So-
Go ahead.
you need to say it off rip because a lot of these guys like if you know you're really not looking for a relationship,
Right.
even if that's not what you tell her,
Right,
because you don't have to tell her the truth.
right.
You like I mean
Okay,
you
which is
should.
another question, but go ahead. Go ahead. No, keep going.
just
Speak.
trying to speak for the
Yep,
masses.
speak.
This is not me personally.
Yeah.
To make that clear.
You sure? That's all right.
Not
That's all right.
anymore. Or no?
That's all right. Go ahead, Roman. You all right? Go ahead.
There was a time.
There's a time.
You want to be like there was a
Okay,
time.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, go ahead.
You need to make that clear because that immediately eliminates all the BS from
Well, this is the premise of Keep Cookie.
Yeah, but-
Right, your premise of Keep Cookie.
No, but it
you
doesn't.
gotta, you gotta let me finish.
Okay.
So
Doesn't eliminate all the BS though. I'm going to give you.
it doesn't, but it kind of sets a standard for okay, either one,
I'm gonna come correct.
no,
No, it doesn't.
no, that's not what that
That's
says.
what.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
difference.
That's what I'm saying. No.
Okay. Let me finish.
I'm
Let me
saying
finish.
that too.
You
That
know
is
where
not.
I'm
That is
going.
not
Okay.
mean. That does not mean I'm come correct. So you have either the lazy way, which is all right. I'm gonna just go find someone else who ain't even worth all this.
Okay.
Or two,
Oh.
you need a week.
What?
So, like I said, any girl
I'm going to
will crack.
double down.
Any girl will crack if you know how to say the right thing.
Oh,
So,
there is.
stop.
There
No.
is. You said that
And
before.
what makes
Wait,
matters
I'm a virgin?
doesn't matter.
Isn't
Doesn't matter.
I-
Doesn't matter. So
Hold on.
look, to make matters
No,
worse.
but you're right. You're right because they don't value it.
But I.
Well, then it's
No,
not
no,
you.
you're not- you're
That's
not-
you.
you're not-
I'm not saying
Stop.
you.
Stop.
Okay?
Stop.
Because
you're not
when you've been you weren't raised. Most of these young people have not been raised by their mom or their dad. They've been raised by an older sister pretending to be a parent.
That too.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So
It's
because
about-
because you didn't do the right thing, you can't teach your kids the right thing because you're still a child too.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
okay,
no,
okay,
that's
okay, but listen, single moms out there, don't go in on the single moms.
No. I'm
It's
not
not-
on them. I'm not on them. It's because this is what I said
You
earlier.
can't
It's
manage
like
everything. So there's
It's-
in any single parent household. Like,
bad.
there's a lot of free time that some of those kids have.
and
Yeah.
trust me, when we were split family, like I get
I took
it.
advantage of that.
Like I get it.
I lost my virginity when you were out of town,
Yeah.
and he had a business trip for the weekend, and I was like, all right, I got 3 days. Let's make some stuff shake.
Okay. So for the single moms out there, that's an important point. That's an important point. But no. Listen. For my listeners, for our listeners,
Single moms. No.
right?
Single parents, period.
Single parents, period. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about time management and the inputs that these young people have.
There's not
and
enough-
the choices.
there's not enough
Wow.
time.
It's like
So do we have a shot here, people? I'm out of listening. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
you
no,
have
so
to be very diligent.
so the
Because
only
the internet is
Yes,
a beautiful
doggone.
and terrible place.
It is. It's the root of so many of our issues.
Can we get back to the question? Because I didn't answer that.
So in the Bible it says they will know you are a Christian by the way you live.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are all out there trying to do too much,
Yeah.
and there's not enough time to go deep into how do I live my life.
Okay.
You're asking people, and this is the beauty of what you guys are doing. You're asking people to keep your cookie a lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Marriage is a lifestyle.
It's a
Being
choice.
Christian is a lifestyle. It's a choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't put your toe in the water and say you're taking swimming lessons, which is what most people do. They don't mean it, but they're just not willing to put in the work. Right?
Yeah,
So-
because we're also in pursuit of the reward before the work, right? It's like we want, or like it kills me when young girls or anybody, it's not even about age, don't give that man the title of husband, right? If he has not stood before God and committed to you under the power of God,
And the papers are signed.
he's oh my God, you went to papers, Falyn.
Terrible.
But
Terrible.
that was really bad.
For
But
shame.
my point is, like, don't give
They're
away.
not- they're not
we wanna
worth the-
jump to
they're
the
not worth the
end.
ink they're written
We
with.
want to jump to the sex. We want it because sex and the relationship. That we want all of the warm and the fuzzy and the feelings and right. We want to jump straight there, and we have no foundation. It's not built on
We've
anything.
we've gotten off topic.
No, I'm about to. So
I need my
let me.
question answered.
I'm about to answer right now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let me jump off of what you said, the warm and fuzzy feeling. So
Okay.
as a consensus across all of my friends and even acquaintances, one
Okay.
thing, guys and girls,
Okay.
people are attention starved,
Yes.
and females, it affects them a lot more personally.
So do you
Guys-
guys? Do you call it that? Like, do you call it for what it is, or
Guys
when
would
you've
never
been
call
able
it
to
that. We
reduce
don't. Most guys
You've been
don't
able to
deal with
reduce
problems
it.
like that, but we can also hide it in things like sports and other things that will just consume our time.
Okay.
If you're not an athlete, what do you do with those remainder 6 hours of your day?
Video
that
games.
you just have.
Video games.
That's
but-
more of a guy thing.
Yeah.
What do girls do? I don't know. Talking, whatever.
What do you
but,
do?
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
You're on here comparing yourself to everybody else
That's true.
versus
but back
learning
to,
about yourself.
But back to the question.
Okay.
So, virgin or not, most girls, they're very attuned to the fact that they are attention starved. They'll never say it like that, but
Okay.
they want that
No, I
relationship.
see you.
They
Yeah.
see that.
Yes,
they
that's
see
what they
those
want.
top, and the worst part is they see people our age. Like if you really look at these top
Yeah,
singers,
it's true.
like
It's
I remember the shock I got over with some of these celebrities. I'm like, yo, you in my age range. Like you're
Yeah.
some of y'all are younger than me. All right, it's over with. You're another
Yeah.
human. You're another person. Got it.
Right.
I'm one of the few people who sees it like that. But girls, like as a guy,
Yeah.
especially when you see a girl that's attention starved, like we realize it from like a prey standpoint. I'm talking about some you right for picking.
Wow.
Like
you can see it a mile away.
and virgins are especially starved because they're almost ostracized because in this very friends with benefits friendly society from a youth standpoint,
You're not celebrated.
you're
What am
not.
I? 'Cause I'm not like, hey, hello. I'm
Okay, but
virgin.
Fallon,
You're
we're talking
refined.
for the listeners.
You are
for the
refined.
listeners.
Yes,
For the
no,
listeners.
okay.
We'll come back to you
Yeah.
personally
So-
later.
No, I hear that.
I understand that, and I'm sure a lot of
okay.
people feel the same way.
No, so many people.
No, so
feel
it is
that way.
not. It's not that you are not appreciated. You are refined, and not everyone can appreciate your value. There's a difference.
Again.
Oh,
Ooh,
that was
so.
that was
nice.
Same thing like fine china. To a poor man, that's just a piece of plate that you would just eat something off of. To a rich person, that is invaluable, worthless of generations of hard work that nothing should ever set foot on that.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Speak on
it's
that,
not the same.
my young son.
So it is all about perspective.
So,
But
so
for
you
most
just-
guys, we understand that you are ripe for the picking.
Wow.
You have just come out of your little elementary school phase and things were nice and kiddie and whatnot. And I'm here to
We're
show
thinking
you a
about
new
freshmen in
world.
college.
I'm here to show you a new world.
We're thinking about freshmen in college.
Yeah, fresh meat.
They're fresh meat.
fresh meat.
Well, yes, they are.
You got some new blood.
No, it's the same
cycle.
cycle, and you have to understand. I mean, y'all won't like this, but this is what
That's why I said
Just
it's very carnal and it is very much a hunt.
Well, then how do you?
But wait, finish your
So,
statement.
no,
Right, what
it's-
won't we like? Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead. Break it down.
Pimps, prostitutes, Johns, all that. That's like people go there because they're craving something that they didn't get.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that you're not, like, none of us are perfect.
Yeah.
We've all gone through stuff. The problem with it is sex is the easiest way outside of food to make yourself feel good.
Yeah, to be lost for a little bit. Yeah.
You know, drugs, there's a risk. You get caught.
Well, babies are a risk.
Other than getting pregnant, you know.
There's ways around that. Yeah,
So,
I guess maybe. Wow.
So the reason that sex becomes important is because there's a hole.
Yeah.
There's a gap
in the person's heart.
in their person,
In their being,
in
their emotion.
in their emotion, in their makeup, and guys understand this.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
Fallon, you think you're like having a moment. Are you okay with it?
So
you're distraught.
listen,
You're distraught.
do you feel emotionally violated?
What's happening?
I'm just like, well, where's my person?
I know, right?
That is why
But
it
it's
is
not
important that you protect yourself.
that is
until-
why
And that's why you're saying say it up front.
Yeah,
so that
say it
you
up front.
weed through
because it weeds a lot of that
it
stuff
weeds
out.
all of
So,
this
like,
out.
so
So
when-
you guys are
but back to the-
reinforcing.
but back to the weed.
But when?
But
But
back-
when?
no,
Like,
no.
hey, my name is Falyn. I'm a virgin. Like,
No. Let me talk.
I
through
would
some-
say within
Let me talk through some of it. So
Okay.
back
2
to
to
the
3
week. Back
conversations.
to the
I
week.
can't.
Sorry.
Yeah, see, he's where I was. Okay, go. But Roman.
Today's no.
Yeah, go ahead, Roman.
Okay.
So back to the week. It's because everybody's so attention starved. You just pay attention to a girl, especially if she's like someone who like you see enough throughout your week, throughout
Yeah.
your day. If you just pay attention to enough, you get her a sandwich from her favorite sandwich shop. You asked a friend, just leisurely.
Y'all just think
But you will remember it. You will remember it.
It's
because,
true.
oh
Because
my
we're all
God, she
starving
paid
to feel
attention.
special.
I am seen.
Any guy can have any girl. Any guy can have any girl.
There's a
You
science to it.
always say that.
There's a science to it.
It's
So-
like this elixir, this chemical. Oh my God. Are we? Wow.
So
No, because
it is-
because we're not listen.
It's not
We're
personal.
not like he's talking
It's
from a
not
person who
personal.
was not led in a certain direction.
But this house just sounds so like.
It is.
This is what
It
happens.
is.
This is what
So
happens.
this is why we are where
This
we
is
are.
what happens when you are not led by God.
But you don't want to.
No, they don't want to.
No, because people don't. They're like, you want to believe that you can have everything and have your cake
And you
and
don't
eat
have
it
to.
too,
You
and
don't-
that you don't have, and
you don't have to go through the
This is why
process.
the greatest trick the devil ever did is make people believe that he didn't exist, that there's no consequence
Right.
for your actions.
Right.
So you guys keep going down this path, and what is he gonna do? He's not gonna stop you. He's gonna let you just keep going. He's gonna let you go down it until you're willing to do anything with anybody at any time.
This is rude.
Don't be afraid to like keep your cookie in the cookie jar.